Hi. I don't know if you can. So, um, I just want to address this. Welcome back. Hi. I I watched today's game and I've been trying to. I know I've talked a lot about having to trying to get back on schedule and everything. And um, as most of you know, if you've listened before, I've mentioned I'm in college at the University of Alabama. I talk about it a lot. Um, but for people who don't know, and if unfortunately this is your first time listening, I just want to say that as of right now, I want to get right into the thick of it, kind of, and say this is a momentary pause on the New Jungle podcast. Not anything that anybody has done. There's no nobody's been mean to me on any of my platforms. Everybody's been nothing but supportive. It's been amazing. um but right now life for me is um it's a struggle. It's something where you a lot of people have gone through it. Hold on, I'm going to turn on my light because I'm only posting this on YouTube. um and I'm going to try to send it out as far and wide on Twitter because I know some people only get it through my podcasting, like the audio version. So I'm going to try to push this as much as possible just so people are aware and everything. But over the last couple of weeks, I think I recorded my last episode with Tyler Olson. I think that was the last one I recorded. Um, but from the Same Old Stripes podcast. But after that moment, I had a chat with him and we talked about timing and everything. And it was very brief, but I mentioned stuff to him. And after that, I was in my temporary room for my apartment. I just moved down into my actual apartment for the first time. Um, it, Life has been kind of weird for me. Obviously, school has a lot to do with it. Um, I mean, I'm working a job as well. I'm also I also have to do classes. I have to do schoolwork. I don't have the free time that I once had, especially during the afternoons and during the evenings, purely just because of school and work. And I also, I struggle personally with mental health. And that's not something I like to talk about, but I think it's relevant because there's something like that definitely can affect how somebody's life goes. And it has been affecting how my life has been going for probably most of this podcast's existence. I am really good at trying to stay positive and everything. I hate trash talking the Bengals, and I'll talk about it for a little bit just because I feel like you guys deserve it. You're not here to talk about for me to talk about me, but especially if this is the last episode before a momentary temporary pausing of the podcast, I'm going to address how I feel the Bengals have been um, over the last couple weeks, and I'll talk about that right now, and then I'll finish up with the rest of my story. But week one, sloppy. Week two, sloppy. Unfortunately, week two against the Bears, I really thought we had a good chance of winning that game. I was hoping that we could pull it out, but really, 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 really sloppy first 2 weeks. Not impressed. Obviously, I was ecstatic after the week one win. We needed that more than a lot. We needed that win more than I think we needed a win at the Bears. But obviously, I think if we were to capitalize in Chicago, it would have been our best case scenario. But life doesn't exactly go as planned. We need to stop running the ball as much as we do, and we need to stop running it up the middle. Just stop. Doesn't work, especially against the defensive lines we've gone up against. For some miracle of a reason, Joe Mixon was able to capitalize against the Minnesota defense, which is a miracle in and of itself. But like, if it's not working, it's not working. And if throwing it in the middle of the field isn't working, it's not working. Find something different. Empty set wasn't working today. Nothing was working today, except for we decided to show up halfway through the fourth quarter. And I mean, you just can't play. You can't play like we played today. And I love this team to death, but that was really, really, really frustrating to watch. And I'm sure that the team had a game plan going into it, containing Allen Robinson, going and trying to make sure David Montgomery isn't going to get a million yards. And we did not look like we wanted to play today, honestly. There were some times where, I mean, obviously, I think the officials today were horrible on both sides of the ball. There were some calls against the Bears that were stupid, and there were many, many, many calls against us that were so incredibly horrible. But I mean, sometimes you just get bad refs. Whoever the main official was today, I have never liked him. He just has never done a great job in my eyes. But I mean, I'm not an official, so I can't really put. But like, there were some calls like the out of bounds catch that was clearly out of bounds. Everybody knew that it was out of bounds and wasn't overturned. Horrible call. Both taunting calls, I feel like, were shitty calls. I mean, whatever. That's my recap of the game. Frustrating. We needed to find a different game plan going into week 3. Stop running it up the middle on first and second down. It felt like a recreation of the end of Carson Palmer's era with the Bengals. Run, pass. No, I mean, we finally decided that we wanted to take deep shots halfway through the fourth quarter. And I get that our offensive line played like absolute dog shit today, but like, find different ways to make plays. Bubble screens, do something on the outside, because our inside game was not working today. And it continued to not work. And at the end of the game, you somehow made something work. I have no idea how, but it's almost like we drafted like it up until the fourth quarter. Jamar Chase didn't exist to me. I forgot that I think that they forgot that he existed, because I get the drop. I mean, that was a bad drop. It wasn't good, but he scored a deep touchdown again. Like, you don't draft somebody like that and then not use him for 90% of the game, and then you decide, deep shot, let's take it, because we have nothing to lose at that point, right? Just figure out a different way to score points. And that was frustrating. Yeah. We did not have a game plan, it felt like. And I'm sure that's not the truth. I'm sure that we had a game plan and it just wasn't going our way. First quarter definitely ruined our momentum. I really felt like we were heading in an okay direction. I don't know about great, but I mean, something happened to where it looked like we did not want to be on the field for long, on offense at least. And Cheeto at least had a great game. I mean, I can't really. We struggled with Joe was holding the ball too long. Our offensive line wasn't giving him any time. It was just a mixture of bad things that happen on bad days. So that's about all I want to talk about with that. And this is going to be a short episode just because I think that it's time for me to kind of put this on a momentary pause to I can't promise that I'll be able to have an answer or be able to come back soon, but I just want to talk about what you guys have meant to me and what this has meant to me, because it's it really was awesome at the time that I started it. I feel like we had so many content creators um going out and doing the best thing that they could, and it was great, and I felt like I had something to contribute, and I feel like I was able to put something out there to where everybody was able to be like, oh my god, yes, let's listen. And you guys have been great. I have loved the support. I've met a lot of great guys, but um guys and girls, um it's just not something that I can focus on right now, because I didn't realize how much school was going to affect this, and I didn't realize um how hard life was going to be this year, um at least at this current moment. So I just wanted to kind of say thank you um up until this point, because it's been incredible. I really appreciate everybody who has supported me and been such a fan whenever I've tried to do this. It's something that I really didn't think was going to blow up. I thought I was going to get like 0 listeners and I was just going to be talking into the wind, but you guys listened and you guys supported it, and I really appreciate it. But it's something that I can't continue as of this current moment, and nothing against anybody. It's not anybody's fault. It's just something that happens in life, and sometimes you gotta pick your battles. And this is a moment in my path of life where I think I need to continue to work on myself and work on everything that I need to do, especially with school starting and me working a lot. So I thought I was going to be able to get you guys on a good schedule. I thought I was going to be able to do it for me and for you, and everything was going to be great. But I realized that that was going to put more stress on me than it needed to. And I also feel like at this point, there's not really much of a place for me right now. It's not that everybody hates this. It's just that I think that we have enough content and people and places and things and everything going on right now with everything, that there's almost, I feel like, not that my opinion doesn't matter, but I feel like there are almost like I think that what I do would be overbearing, and it would be something that would not be able to bring out the best. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I don't think um, it would be the best thing for our fan base. Not saying that I would, I just don't think I could put 100% effort into this, and I can't. And the first step of healing is admitting, um, and I can't do it right now. And unfortunately, those words are really, they hit close to home right now. So life happens, but yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening and enjoying I'm not going to take anything down. I'm hoping to eventually come back to this better, with a better schedule, but right now I'm loaded and I can't continue as of this current moment. So we're on a temporary pause. Nothing's going away. I'm not going away. I'll still be on Twitter. You can contact me. You guys know my contact info for Twitter, whatever. Please talk to me. Don't feel like I'm going to go and shut myself off from life. That's not what's happening. I just can't put out the content that I want for you, that I think that I should be able to put out for you guys. And I don't want to half-ass anything. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And who would I?